Hello, and welcome to It's Danielle's Bedtime, but I had an idea. Um, I'm gonna talk about how I gained ass and titty. I'll probably insert some transformation pics. The main concept is science based training. That's the overall gist of this video. I, just for context, just did my measurements on July 1st. I'm filming this on July 5th. Pictures I'm going to put in, I'm going to also include the dates because the transformation is fucking crazy. I got really sick last year. Someone very, very close to me passed away, and I fell into addiction to weed, which I later found out I was totally allergic to. It's called CHS. If you don't know what that is, I have a video on it. It's my first sobriety video, and it includes in the title CHS. So I explain a little bit more of what I was going through health wise then. And I ended up being I had to go to the ER, and at that point I was like under 110 pounds, I think. I'm 5'1". Right now, I'm sitting at 159, so I'm going to call that 160. And I feel healthier and happier than ever, and I look fucking good. I look like I could drag a bitch through the fucking mud. I could step on necks. I have gladiator abs and back. My thighs make the earth shake. My booty cheeks jiggle when I walk. My inner thighs rub together. That's a new problem. That's a happy problem. No, that's a happy problem. My bra size went from a double A 32 double A. I'm a 34C right now. Anybody who tells you you cannot grow ass, hips, and titties is a fucking liar. Liar. Why do I know that? Because I did it. No shots, no injections, nothing at all but food, being sober, manifesting how I look via doing internal work to allow myself to take up more space, and working out smarter, not harder. So let's start with nutrition. Let's start with our nutrition. My macros are high AF. When I started this bulk, I believe it was, I want to say March, I was still at like 125-ish at that moment. And 125 wasn't where I wanted to be. At that point, my goal was 140. So I had my macros. I think my calorie intake was like 3,200. I did like 130 to 135 grams of protein, 110 grams of fat. I kept my fats high. And then my carbs were like 320 grams of carbs. Something around that. I don't know if the math is gonna math because I'm just spitting off the top right now. So yeah, then once I hit 140, I was like, let me take it up a notch, bitch, because I didn't look that different to me at 140 than I looked at 125. And then I'd taken my protein up, kept my fats and carbs the same. After I hit 155, I took my carbs down a bit. I'm at like 300 carbs right now. I took my fats down to 100 or 105, and my protein is at 1 155 or 160 now. And I look amazing. Now for exercise, I am working with mind-muscle connection. I've been a dancer for my whole life, and connecting my brain with the muscles that are working has always been like my specialty. That's my shit. If I can think glutes, if I can think hamstrings, that's what's gonna be working. And if I can't feel it, I know something's wrong. So yeah, I focus a lot on form and mind muscle connection. I see the most gains for that reason. I never skip an upper day. I don't do back that much, and here's my legit reason why I don't do back that much. One, genetically, me and my brother got big back syndrome, meaning the opposite of what most people mean when they say that. We just have muscular backs for no reason. Like, I don't even think I can do 3 full pull-ups, but my back looks like I should be able to do 50. That is number one. Number two, every single time, without fail, that I do back, I get migraines because I have a lot of tension in my traps and in between my shoulder blades. So whenever I work out my back, it shoots up into the bottom of my skull, and I am MIA for 2 days at a time. That is why I rarely do back. Insert my back video from last week, and then insert the day of darkness I had after that, where I could not move, and I was in bed, like, no light, no phone, just... Deadass. This week, I've been testing out my program for my new Bootcamp program because I'm excited about it and it feels really good. And also because I'm not scared to implement conditioning again now that I've hit even beyond my goal and my body fat percentage is up high enough to my liking. I'm not scared to do 1 or 2 conditioning days in my strength training weeks. That's definitely something I wanted to say too, just before I forget. Like, if you're bulking, bulk for long enough. You need to bulk for like 3 to 6 months at least. And then worry about cutting. But don't just like start to see your body fat increase a little bit and then be like, oh no, I'm scared, and then go back to taking 10-mile runs. Like, bitch, you're never gonna grow your muscle that way, okay? Worry about cutting later. It's easier than y'all think, to be honest. So, to lose your body fat, okay? Especially if you're an active person, like, just take more steps. Bulking season is hibernation. It's my favorite. So anyways, aside from this week, I started a strength program where I'm lifting heavier. In comparison to other people's heavy, I'm not really worried about that, but I can honestly say I don't have to lift as heavy as other people to get the same results because of my mind-muscle connection and because I move so slow into the stretched position. Yeah. I move very slow into the stretch on purpose, and I move very deep into a stretch on purpose because there's a lot of muscle growth that comes from that. I allowed my body fat percentage to come up quite a bit. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it started as. Based on looks and based on my period cycle, I would say that I started at maybe like 10 or 15% body fat, and now I'm between like 18 and 25% body fat. And I love that shit because each one of my titties gained like 3 pounds each. Each one of my ass cheeks gained like 10 pounds each. And that damn near makes up all the weight that I've gained. And the rest went right to my thighs and my back muscles And that's why I'm a Greek goddess. One thing about me is I know the internal work that it took to manifest looking like this and being at this weight, because whenever I'm in a situation, a relationship, friendships, a community that wants me to be small energetically, I get skinnier. When I am so confident in myself that I don't give a fuck how much space I'm going to take up in the world, and the safer I feel in my body, the thicker I get. And it's good thick. Real good thick ass titties, little waist. I'll read y'all my measurements right now. Like, I don't care. Okay, chest under armpit, 34.75. So my pecs definitely grew. Around my nips, 37.25. That's that C cup shit. The bottom of my rib waist, 32.5. Smallest part of my waist, 31.25. Top of my hip bone, 36. Bitch, did you grow hips? Yes, I did. Ass, 42 inches. The ass to waist ratio, 31.25 to 42 inches. That is T, bitch. That is T. 22.5 on the thigh, 6 inches from your knee. Not the thickest part of your thigh like this, like a little bit down, 6 inches from my knee. I always track how far from my knee so that I don't jump around my thigh looking for different measurements. And then bicep was 13.25. I'll follow up by the end of the summer on this. I'm going to redo my measurements. I don't trust a scale to tell me how I look, because your weight is going to fluctuate. Before my period, I might be 163 because I'm bloated, I'm carrying water, I'm carrying feminine rage, the weight of the world, if you will. After my period, I'm back down to like 158, 159. Before I eat, I'm like 158, 159. If I step on the scale right now, after I just had Korean barbecue, all you can eat meat, bitch, I might be 169. Trust your bulking phase. If you don't know how to bulk, I do macros. And I do virtual training as well. And I'm very affordable. And I am very skilled at what I do. Danielle Cardi Fit on Instagram. DanielleCardi98@gmail.com if you need to email me for services. It's big love. It's big ass. It's big titties. It's walking around this world running shit because you stomp in the ground like they're tree trunks, grounding into the earth, connecting with the voluptuousness of the earth because you are that. Hair long, thick, eyebrows thick, body T. Could I drag somebody? Absolutely. Could I beat a man's ass? Absolutely. Do I feel sexy for that? Yes. Do I feel safe for that? Yes. If I could fight at 110, you do not want to fuck with me now. Bye, guys. Good night.